everybody, good afternoon. This is Jean here, Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for You. I hope you're all doing well. I have just a few little, not stories to say, but just a few things that have happened, some happy things that I just wanted to share with you guys. I am in my sewing room doing a little bit of sewing. As you can see, I had started this orange peel quilt a while ago, perhaps a month, 6 weeks ago or so, and all I was doing was sewing the orange peel template that I had interfaced, that I had stabilized onto the background squares. Scrappy, 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 scrappy. And now what I'm doing is I'm actually putting a border on, which is, because this is so scrappy, I wanted to calm the border down, which is these, the yellow and white, because when I look at this quilt, I just saw yellow and white. So I've done one side. I'm going to do the other side, and the top and the bottom. I may actually, to make it a little bit larger, put on a fabric border, another border on each side and on the top. I will see about that. I'm feeling better. Again, this is a bit of mindless sewing what I'm doing, appliquing my little orange peels to my background fabric. I do have, is it a playlist? I'm not quite sure if I'm doing that, but the last few videos you will have seen me making this quilt. So I am in my sewing room doing that. I'm going to start off by saying something that happened, and then I'll fit a little bit of a negative, but I don't want to finish on a negative. And as you know, I've not been very well with long COVID, and I'm getting better. Thank you so much. People are saying I'm sounding a little bit better, a little bit more cheerful. I'm taking it steady, but the oddest thing happened to me the other day. I was with Maxwell at Walmart. We go to Walmart not a lot, but to get like things that I can't get at my local stores, and stock up on paper goods and things like that. But we were at Walmart, and I was walking around, and I have been taking it easy, and I haven't been doing a lot. So one of my last big things was going to the quilt show, and I went to Walmart. Well, all of a sudden I was I was standing in the meat aisle, and all of a sudden my mind, when I say went completely blank, with a confusion and I cannot begin to describe how I was feeling. Not a blanking, just there was nothing in my brain. And I was trying to think, well, what would I do with pork chops or a roast or burgers? And I couldn't think of anything. I went down the canned goods aisle, and I'm looking at cans of tomatoes. I was really a bit frightened. And Maxwell, who's very in tune with me, he said, Mom, you need something to eat. So I went, I was feeling a little bit sick to my stomach, so we checked out very quickly, got what I needed in this fog. Yeah, I think you know what I'm going to say. A brain fog, a confusion, and I'm not prone to headaches, and a headache of massive proportions. And Maxwell said, come, let's eat. Well, he wanted to go to Subway. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get home, but I wanted to regroup before I got in the car. So I had a pretzel from the pretzel factory, a little bit of salt with some mustard, because I felt a bit sick to my stomach. So again, this is a negative, but I got home and I crashed. I just went to sleep. But I was looking it up, and I was talking to a friend who said, oh, that's COVID brain. And it is something, and they don't know quite what it's doing with our brain, the effects of long haul COVID. And I haven't had it since, and I've only had it that one time, like massive brain fog. And I was very frightened. I thought, did I get dementia or senility or Alzheimer's like that? Of course not. It did go away. It did clear a bit, but it was extremely frightening and scary. I don't know if any of you have experienced anything like that. Like I said, I'm not prone to headaches, and boy, I got a headache, and it was better the next day, but there was nothing there. It was just so frightening. Anyway, that happened. I rested. I'm taking it steady. I'm still taking my supplements, but I do believe, as others have said, this is going to take a little while. I'm doing just a little bit at a time. I'm not overdoing myself. But that was frightening. But never mind. I don't want to dwell on that. I just thought I'd run that past you. I had run it past a few friends, and they said, oh no, it's a real thing, and it's not very nice. Anyway, I think one of my last videos, I had just come into the sewing room, and I had made our one grandson, Warren, a new little quilt for him. Well, actually a bigger quilt with his pillow. Again, that was one of my last videos. I made it out of flannel because he outgrew his little gender reveal quilt and his little gender reveal pillow. The letters fell off. So I stitched on the letters to this new pillow like a construction theme flannel, and I backed it with like almost this fake fur. I think I told you about that. Well, they live about an hour and a little bit away from us in New Jersey, and I just wanted, we had just seen them over the weekend, but I just wanted to get the quilt to them. So I actually boxed it up as a present and sent it to Warren in New Jersey with a lovely card and everything and all tissue paper. We shipped it to him, and I just received a thank you and the pictures, I'll put them up, of Warren with his quilt. It was just squares, very simple squares, and I appliqued little hearts on it. And I just quilted little stars. Very, very simple project. It did not wear me out at all. And this isn't wearing me out. This is just very simple sewing. I wish I had a tutorial to show you, but I don't. But I was just so thrilled. Caitlin, Jean-Pierre, our sixth son, Caitlin's wife, they opened it up, and they said he absolutely loved it. Well, his little sister, Arabella, who I made a quilt for, when she'll be 3, I made a quilt for her, and she wanted to get in on the picture. So at the very end, I'll put pictures up of them, of the little grandchildren. That was so sweet. He loves his quilt. And I did say it's almost like a weighted blanket because it's heavy. The flannel sheet, I don't put batting in it. It would have made it miles too heavy. And then this heavier, it's even better than minky, like a heavier fur, made it like a fairly heavy quilt. And I said, I hope he doesn't mind. Well, Caitlin said he loves it. He doesn't mind at all that it's a heavier quilt. He loves the soft fur on the back. So that was very pleased. And then we got really lovely news that our number 9 son, who you know, Niles, and his wife Allie, they had just the 2 of them. It was so sweet for them just to find out the gender of their baby with a little cake that showed pink. So they are having a little girl. I'm so thrilled about that. So our number 7 son, Francois, will be expecting their second child, and they will be finding out the gender of that grandbaby too. So grandbaby 20 and 21. So at this point now, we have 10 granddaughters and 9 grandsons. But with Allie and Niles, that will be 11 granddaughters, and we'll see what Brianna and Francois have. So we were just so pleased to hear about Niles' news. They're both doing very well, not sick at all. And yeah, hopefully it'll keep it that way. So that was good news. Again, thank you so very much for your lovely comments on my last videos, the quilt show, and me, reading my comments. I do read all my comments, and I'm just not quite at this point well enough to answer all of them. I do get quite a lot, but this last month, I really appreciate your views and your support while I'm not doing very well. I am in my sewing room. I am sewing little orange peels to my little block. I've interfaced them and putting them on my little 6-inch blocks But again, you've seen us do that. But this quilt's going to be nice. I do think I'm going to put some kind of border on each side and the top. Make it a nice size quilt. Which I can't do small quilts, go figure. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello. Hope you're all doing very well. I hope if any of you are having this long COVID, the long haul, in it for the long haul, take care of yourself, look after yourself. And yeah, love you all, folks. Thank you so much for your support. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.